All right, guys, let's take a look at the newest watch added to my collection. This is, of course, the Rolex Air-King. Hate it or love it, here it is. This is the 116900 with the 3131 automatic movement inside that has certain things done to it. You can read all that stuff. I'm not going to gobble on about it, but it's basically, anti-magnetic, and then they have the soft iron Faraday cage around it. Basically the same style and construction as the Milgauss. The 3131 is actually only used in the Air-King and the Milgauss. So, case size on this, 40 millimeter. Lug to lug, 49. You can see the thickness, a little bit thicker than what you would see like an Oyster Perpetual 39 or 41, whatever generation you want to look at. This one's 13.3 millimeter thick. The lug width is 20. Bracelet tapers down dramatically to actually like about 15 and a half. And then you have a full milled out oyster clasp. So it's very simple. And it just kind of snaps down into place. And then it's retained by that. So like you can't accidentally release it. You actually have to lift this spring-loaded mechanism here, and then that will release the clasp. I like the sleek design of this. You don't have the protruding crown. This one's actually pressed into the clasp. Some people might not like that. I actually really like that and prefer that. You also have a signed crown there with the Rolex logo. That is a screw down. So keeping the, I believe, 100-meter water resist on this. I'm not 100% sure, 100, 150, something like that. It's plenty water resistant, let's just say that. Size for my 7 1/4 inch wrist weighs in at 152 gram. You also, I forgot to mention, it also has the 5 millimeter Easy Link extension on the clasp. So for those hot days or those days that you decide to grab a couple extra hot dogs for your lunch. It is all made with the Oyster steel or the 904L steel. So it is very corrosion resistant, shines up really good, but also will scratch really good. So is what it is. I have to say big thanks real quick to the fine folks over at Lacido for hooking me up with this. Seba is my salesperson over there. Thank you, Seba, very much. As always, great to deal with you. Also, Joey was there, Joey Lacido. He's always great to run into as well. I don't always get to see Joe, but when I do, it's always a pleasure. So check out Lacido, fine jewelry. They're in Birmingham. They actually have 3 locations, but Seba's over at the Birmingham location. So if you email her, tell her I sent you. There's a lot of really good Tag Heuer watches over there, a lot of good Seiko. I've bought, I don't know, 3 or 4 Seiko over there. And then, of course, I picked up both my Submariner and my Air-King over there, thanks to those people. All right, guys, Air-King. They just raised the price. They raised the price on everything not that long ago, right? So retail price on it, $7,150. That's what I paid. I bought it from a brand new at authorized dealers. I paid $7,150 plus the 6% Michigan state sales tax. So what is going on with the Air-King? I think that's a lot of people are asking. A lot of people are wondering. A lot of people are speculating. I'm not going to get into all the details about the 6.5s on the dial or the Bloodhound land speed car and how ironic this watch is that it's the Air-King, but it's based off the dials used in a car. Like, there's irony all over this watch, and it's also considered an ugly duckling to a lot of people. I absolutely love it for all those reasons. I think it's just wild and crazy. I think there's a lot of people that beyond the regular fear of missing out when it comes to Rolex and the exclusivity to the brand, there's definitely some people speculating, like they do every year, that the Air-King is going to be discontinued. Nobody knows that except for Air-King and maybe a few other people, or Rolex, excuse me. So we're all going to find out in a couple months whenever they do their next launch or changes or something like that. We will see it potentially excluded from their catalog. And what happens then? Well, just like everything else that gets excluded from their catalog, the price skyrockets, even more than it already is. It wasn't that long ago, I personally had seen this watch, not this watch, but the Air-King offered at basically retail or just over retail on the used market. Gone are those days. They're gone. So 7150, you know, it's still a lot of money. It's an expensive watch, no doubt about it. But you're talking about a brand that not only retains its value, but has equity. It increases as soon as you buy it. There's not a whole lot of items out there in the material world that we can do that with, and Rolex is one of them. So it's very cool. I'm happy to play in that world right now, and hopefully, hopefully, this might sound weird, but hopefully it stays that way. That's the way I like it. I know a lot of people don't like that, but hate the game, not the players. It is what it is. Right now, snapshot in time, we're February 2022. I'm looking at these trending at about $12,000. And I know that if this is discontinued, what do we want to speculate? What do we want to say? I think they'll hit 20. I think they'll hit $20,000 on the used market, maybe more. It's crazy. It is absolutely bonkers crazy. All right, let's pop this on wrist. I babbled a lot. And this is like the third video I made tonight, so I'm sure I screwed up words and everything. Just excuse me for it, I guess, please. So fully brushed bracelet. The only thing that's really high polished on this are the sides of the case and then the bezel. And yes, they're going to get scratched. The bezel is going to get scratched. I wear this. I wear this to work. I wear my Submariner to work, and I do manual labor. And I'm very easy on my watches, but yes, they are going to take on some scratches. That is okay, guys. I'm not saving this watch. I am wearing this watch. I'm experiencing it. I absolutely love the green. Green is Rolex corporate green. I absolutely love it. That pop of yellow just below that triangle at the 12. Yeah, it's a funky watch, and I absolutely love it. All right, guys, let's kill the lights, check the lume, because, you know, it is also crazy in the lume department, right? So we have the Chromolite lume, we have the Mercedes handset, of course, the lollipop on the second hand, and then that triangle. That's it. That's it. That's all the lume. There's no more lume. Missed opportunity? I think not. I think it's excellent. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Sorry for lack of focus. There you go.